So Paula Patton's out here frying up chicken. Okay. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, I was in my travels and I ran across Miss Paula Patton with her pretty little self in this kitchen sharing her recipe for fried chicken and how she does it. Now, listen, you start off, you're rooting for Paula, okay? We're rooting for her. I'm like, come on, Paula, with this chicken. You know, chicken is actually my favorite. That's my favorite meat of all the meats. When folks, you know, oh no, I love steak or I love fish. I love chicken. Prepared all different kinds of ways. So I'm wide open. We got Paula Patton, gorgeous, talented. We all know her. We're like, okay, we're rooting for you, Paula. Then Paula gets on here and clowns. Do you hear me? And not only did you clown, you wanted to, you were so excited. She was so excited about what she had going on that I really was rooting for. First, let's start with this. Paula breaks out. She has this chicken, and it's wing dings, not whole chicken wings. She got wing dings. Even easier to create, okay? Got these wing. First mistake. She does this 2-second rinse. Oh, you heard what I said. 2-second rinse. You didn't wash the chicken, Paula. You did a 2-second rinse on the chicken. Okay? So we got 1 strike for the devil, honey, and 0 for those who are going to live through it. Okay? There we go. Then she's making these comments. There was a comment that she was making. She made it several times that just made me cringe because I know how people are. I'm here on the internet. I know how people get down and they nitpick at every single thing we say. Everything. That we call them the fact checkers. Everything that you're saying, they're picking it apart. They're doing it to me now. Look at them. I see you picking apart everything I'm saying. And it'll all be in my comments. What you pronounced wrong, what you said wrong, what didn't seem right, what don't happen in their house. The fact checkers, honey. The fact checkers keep us on our toes. We need it. Everybody got their job. Everyone. See, they just caught that. You see? Tongue-tied. That'll be in the comments. But everybody has their place here on the internet and what it is they're supposed to be doing. Paula broke out and said, I'm sorry, chickens. Sorry we had to take your life, but you're so yummy. We're going to eat you today. And she said it like twice in her little Instagram video. I was like, Paula, come on. World Wide Web. I said, I'm willing to bet money that the people who don't eat meat are pissed. People who write children's books are pissed. Okay? I was like, oh, Paula, no! I just said, uh-oh. I did, Paula, no, Paula. But again, she has this wide smile with her beautiful self, and you know it wasn't malicious. She didn't mean any harm, but I'm like, girl, the fact checkers do not care. They do not care. They're going to whip your ass for that. But okay, girl. So that was two strikes for the devil, 0 for those of us who are going to survive. I said, oh, jeez. Okay. So then we go on. Now she goes and she has these Ziploc bags because she has a bunch of chicken. Because she stated in the video that she's doing this chicken for her son's school. So she has all these chicken wings that she has to do. She put this chicken in these bags of flour. She separated out, had all these Ziploc bags of flour, put them in the flour, and she kind of let it sit. When you're batter and stuff and flour and chicken. And you do it and you move on. You do it and you move on. You be letting that stuff sit in there. I was like, okay. And then in the grand scheme of things, you wasting flour, and it was just extra work that didn't have to be. I was like, Paula, I don't get it. I don't get it. But then when I started seeing how she was going to fry it, I said, oh. It's still a bad idea, girl. She's frying it in a little, like a regular frying pan. Not a deep frying pan, or a deep cast iron skillet. No, just a frying pan like you would fry eggs and bacon in. I was like, girl, okay, girl. First thing, safety hazard. Okay, anyway, then this is when it gets really, really weird. She goes over to the grease. She puts the grease in there. She checks the little grease, and she's like, okay, it's hot enough. I said, because I swore she wasn't going to get that part right, but she did. Made sure the grease was hot enough. She put the chicken into the grease. Come down front. Come closer, my loves. Did you hear me say anything to you about Paula putting anything on this chicken other than not enough water? Not enough cleanliness. Just took her 2-second wrench chicken and put it in this grease. No pepper, no salt, no nothing. No garlic, nothing. And she puts it in there, and then I look over, boom, 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 safety hazard again. Now she's using this fork. Just a regular metal or stainless steel, or it wasn't no silver. Stainless steel fork. I said, girl, you do know forks heat up, right? Be careful, Paula. But then she goes, and I said, Paula gonna burn the whole house down and burn her whole ass up while she's doing it. She then proceeds to season the chicken while it's in the grease. I have never heard of such. You know why? Because it's not effective, Paula. That doesn't work. That does not work. That is pure foolishness. It's pure foolishness. Let me tell you what you've done. She sat there and she put Lowry seasoned salt, she put black pepper, and she put paprika. And she didn't say it wasn't smoked paprika, so it's just paprika. Just regular paprika does have a taste, but you have to use so much of it before you get a taste. Just using regular paprika is really for color's sake. That's all. Smoked paprika has like taste quality. You get some taste from some other paprika, but you got to use a whole bunch of it to actually do that. But anyway, it don't work no way. So you season one side of the chicken, and she don't have enough grease to the pan. She made a whole statement making sure you knew she wasn't going to use but so much grease in the pan. So it's not submerged. She didn't want it submerged. I said, okay. Because I cook it one side and then I flip it on the other side. I said, okay. So literally, she cooked one side seasonless. She seasoned the other side, then flipped it over using that fork, playing in that grease. Because see, the whole burning, she could have been down to the burn unit when she was over it playing with that seasoning over top of something in grease. You do know that grease pops, right? Real bad. Grease pops. And you're adding things into a different room temperature and everything. Standing there, girl, you're going to find yourself down to the burn unit, Miss Thing. Clowning. Because that's what you were doing. You was clowning. Anyway, so you seasoned the one side. You already cooked the other side with no season. Flips it over. And then did she go back? I said, oh, Paula, at least you're consistently full of crap. She goes back, and then she's going to season the side that she already cooked. So that's what we're doing. We're seasoning fried chicken that's already been fried on one side. Pure D foolishness. Pure foolishness. And she goes ahead, and she uses 2 forks now. She made this up. I said, what is this? 2 forks to pick them up and pull them out and put them. She got it right. She put the paper down to grab up the excess grease, but she using 2 forks like tongs and gets it out and puts it over there. And then this is when the real nastiness takes place, when I was just done. She goes, remember, she says she was doing this chicken for her son's school. She says, this is my favorite part. Now I get to do the taste test. Now, she broke it open and let you see that it was cooked. And it was cooked. She did a good job getting it done all the way through. So good job on that. She goes ahead and she bites the chicken wing. And then she laid it back down on the platter with the rest of the chicken. I said, you nasty. Paula, that ranks right up there with double dipping. Nasty. Sure nastiness. I said, oh! I had enough. I had to get rid of her. So that was the video. Twitter and Instagram and everybody else dragged Paula. Oh my God. So much backlash. Poor Paula. So much backlash. I said, ugh. So I thought she would just, just go hide in a corner. Because that's what I would have done at that point. I just went and hid in the corner until, you give it a couple days and people will forget. And then they just tease you a little bit. But the way they dragged her, we'll just go hide in the corner until maybe Memorial Day. Come back and grill something or something. Better yet, just stay out the kitchen. She's go on. Anyway, Paula comes back and she does a response. I said, okay, listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to give it to Paula. Because she did what most couldn't do. She came back with the same smile. So when you say keep the same energy, if keeping the same energy was a person, it is Paula Patton. Do you understand me? I was in awe. She was just smiling and grinning and looking beautiful on vacation with her son. Came right in there. Now, the first thing she did, she blamed the editing for the quick wash. She said, I know what y'all said, but I think the way it was edited, it made it look like I didn't really spend enough time cleaning my chicken. But that was the editing. I said, blame it on the edit. You the one that said it. Blame it on the edit. Whatever, Paula. Girl, whatever. I chose, look, her smile and her keeping the energy. I chose to just skip over that. I'm just going to skip over it, Paula. We're going to let you have it, okay? Because you paid enough on social media. We're going to blame it on the edit. Okay, fine. Shout out to RuPaul, honey. We're going to blame it on the edit. Move on. She was a complete lady about the situation. A complete lady about the situation. She offered no apologies. She said, this is what my mama taught me. I know another way to make chicken, but I always will go back to this because this is what my mama taught me. And I said, listen, again, if keeping the same energy was a person, that person would be Paula Patton. So all in all, Paula, girl, we're going to go on and let you make it. We was rooting for you. And your keeping of the same energy is why we're going to let you walk off. And just a note, Paula. I know you said you know another way of making chicken. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, honey. We'll see you later.